Hey guys, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. I am here as usual with Katie.
Hello.
We are continuing investigation day one of Recipe for Turnabout. Katie's making noises solely because of Jean's butchering of the French language, which is why I took the character, because I can't speak French. I accidentally channel some Shiadani in there though. By accident. I accidentally get some glam kitchen going on. Alright. Had to turn my phone on silent because this one number keeps spamming me. Like, calling me. Screw off, please. Turnabout investigation. Okay, we just entered the kitchen. Before we break psyche locks, we have to speak to Jean.
Yay!
For this Achievo. Well, we're gonna have to speak to Jean anyway. And here it is, the famous Trebian kitchen. It's my first time in here too, actually.
There's a weird atmosphere in here, that's for sure.
And Mr. Armstrong will be back soon, so we better search quickly. Chop chop! Okay, so I'm gonna search this first so we can talk about the,
Something, yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about something interesting, even though, you know, right there.
Hey, Maya. Look at this notebook.
Now this is one large mirror. I bet this is where he makes himself look pretty.
There's a book on the dresser. Clarice Armstrong's Bedtime Literature.
Not exactly Pulitzer Prize material, is it?
It looks like a collection of poems he's written.
Poems? Cool! Read one out! And say it in your best French accent, with intensity, okay?
Okay, here's one. This one is called Printemps. The two of them like actors from a film. The coffee's still undrink. Sweet nothing's over too soon. On that sad Sunday morning, the foolish cocktail so delicious. Take the last sip of your tea, and I know what I will do. I must lie to you. I must.
Huh? That's it? It's kind of disconcerting how Pearl's theme is playing over that.
I know! Yep. That's a poem for you. It's called Freeform.
Okay.
It's still awful.
So, he calls himself Clarice and does refer to himself as a woman. You know more about this than I do. Yes, on occasion. Yes. You know more about this than I do. So I'll let you take the wheel from there.
Because Jean also says that he is a man. He just point blank says that he is indeed a man. But he also refers to himself as a petite French woman, or a petite French girl, because he is a non-passing drag queen. And fully embraces that fact. So props to him for embracing that he is a non-passing drag queen, but Clarice Armstrong is his drag name, and Jean is his actual name.
Okay, and just for sake of argument here, just so people aren't, you know, I trust you, but I remember asking these questions. What makes this different from him being trans? What if this is his trans identity instead, or something?
The reason he's not trans is because if he were trans, he would refer to himself as Clarice and she. Jean refers to himself as he and says that he is a man. And even it's brought up, and you will see a little bit later, that when someone asks him if he's a man or a woman, he says, I am a man. So for him to be trans, he would have to embrace the opposite gender. But for this is a persona that he also has, is Clarice.
As we so often see in drag.
Yeah, he does not fully embrace and accept himself as Clarice and Clarice alone, because he is Jean.
So that's a very interesting fact about Jean, and that is not before anyone wants to jump on this fucking bandwagon, because I can just preemptively see shit. This is not why Katie dislikes Jean.
No, I very much loathe this man for the French, and the French alone.
Yep, and that's it.
I know I'm not that good at French, but I can still speak it a lot better than he can.
Yep. Also, she's gonna laugh her ass off at anyone that accuses her of being transphobic. Yeah.
But yes, that is why Jean is a drag queen and not trans, and it's actually even listed on the wiki that he is in the trivia that he is a non-passing drag queen.
Which is I think a really interesting fact and very cool of them to touch on, especially when this was localized. This was a pretty radical thing during the localization.
Yep.
Because this was 2007, I believe. So,
something around there.
Yeah, it was around that time. It wasn't 9, because 9 is when Apollo Justice came out. Or no, Apollo Justice came out before then, actually. That was when Investigations came out. So, yeah. So this is more like 2006, I think. But yeah, so to have this touched upon, at least by the localization team, I'm not sure what it is in Japanese. But
yeah, but yeah, even just straight from the wiki, just because I have it pulled up, Armstrong is a homosexual man who enjoys performing non-passing drag.
I just nodded. I realized that. I was like, I did a nod, and then I'm like, they can't hear the rocks rattling around in my head. So that's actually a really cool tidbit. And it's really cool that the localization team put that in. Especially, again, for a game kind of this early, in the early audience. It was still not as well embraced as it would be today.
No.
So, good for them.
What are these lace curtains for?
I don't know, but they give the place a real homey feel, don't they? Lace curtains. You know, if I was a cooking pot, I'd be perfectly happy to sit on a shelf under those.
How do you respond to something like that?
I love that Nick doesn't even argue it. He's like, how? That smells good. Something's bubbling away nicely in that pot. It must be the lobster and abalone... Nick, how do you say it? Fricassee?
I don't speak French.
Okay, well, with the balsamic vinaigrette.
And isn't that what I just ate for lunch?
Maybe. What you ate is the only French dish I know the name of. Barely. Now I know I'm in a French restaurant. I've never heard of most of these seasonings. Hey Nick, this container has oyster sauce? What's that?
Isn't that used in Chinese food? Ah, look! Right there on the counter!
My Magatama! What's it doing there?
What indeed?
I like how it's like Amon from Maya.
Recovered.
And look at these knives. They look really sharp.
I'd like to see how one of those slice through cheesecake. Cheesecake.
Oh god, Nick, don't get me started. A cheesecake? You don't exactly need a sharp knife for one of those, Nick.
Cheesecake.
Nick, don't get me started, man.
What's this? It looks like a treasure chest or something.
Da-na-na-na. Wow, look at all these little bottles.
Oh, they're aromatherapy oils. He's got so many. They're overflowing onto the floor.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 98, 99, 100. They're all the same, too. Hey, wait a minute.
What is it?
There's one bottle that's different from all the others.
Well, what do you know? And it doesn't have a label either.
And It doesn't smell.
So what's that liquid inside then, I wonder?
Hey, Nick, we should borrow this. I mean, look how many bottles he's got. He won't miss one, will he? Small bottle, found in kitchen. Shape is different from other bottles. Contents unknown. Okay, I think we searched the whole kitchen.
And I don't know about, like, anyone else, but I've always just kind of headcanon that Nick got the Magatama stolen because just Gene was creeping up to flirt on him and, you know, slipped his hand in his pocket and Nick was too freaked out to notice. He was too much like, please get away.
Like, I do swing that way, yes, but no thank you.
But not for you. About this.
Sorry, Nick. I'm a waitress now. I've got a pile of work waiting for little old me.
You gave me so much shit, Maya.
That's what happens.
My Magatama.
It's not your Magatamas, it's my sister's. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie,
Okay.
I don't really have a voice for this character. But I am gonna go on a rant.
You've been saying that for like the past 3 characters.
Yeah,
I love it.
I just go with it, man. I just kind of go with whatever happens.
Oh boy. The old guy's not here anymore. Brett. And I still have some unanswered questions for him. A scooter, huh? Who'd leave it right in the middle of a park like this? The wheel guard and the light are busted. I guessed it must have been in an accident. It's a total wreck. I forgot he does that for like a whole 30 seconds.
Oh, I'm lightheaded. Holy shit. Okay, y'all enjoy Swingin' Tiger. That is the name of this track. I'm just gonna take a sip.
Hey, what do you think you's doing with my bike?
No, I was just...
Ah, you's been messing with my new ride? Is that what you's been doing?
New ride? It's kind of an
Ah,
old model.
you's gonna pay for this.
It wasn't me. I was just
Hey,
walking by.
then who's the one that was covered my saddle in crap, huh? Ah, you gonna pay. You catch my drift?
Oh, wait a sec. I'm not a pigeon, so I couldn't have done it.
A wise guy, eh? I had to beat you so hard it'll feel like you was smooching the express train.
Uh-oh.
You's better watch your back. This ain't over. I'm gonna round up a group of lawyers, and then you's gonna pay.
Actually, I'm a lawyer myself.
What'd you say?
I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law.
Phoenix Wright? You saying you, Phoenix Wright?
Yeah, I am.
So you the wise guy too, huh? Cause I'm Phoenix Wright, the one and only.
What?
Out of my way, I gotta cruise.
He's gone.
This little scooter.
And off into the sunset he goes, never to be seen from again.
It's like steaming. Smoking.
Surely that guy wasn't my phony, was he?
So how'd you like my Zin Eop? Because
I like it.
I just went out the gate.
I like it. He wasn't anything like me. Yes, I better make a note of the scooter.
Scooter, ridden by my pony. The wheel guard is all smashed up. Scooter added to the court record. Okay, before I go back to the old man, I just want to say something. It's about the anime. You know my gripe. I'm getting on this pedestal. You know. You agree with me.
I know.
You agree with me. So Sam Riegel, the wonderful Sam Riegel, voices Phoenix in Dual Destinies Onward. He started out in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 or something like that. The one that came out on the 360. The one that Phoenix was in.
I think that's 3?
3? Whichever one it was.
Yeah.
Ultimate or something. It's like blah 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 Ultimate. Because there was always an Ultimate version. But it was the one that was on the 360. And I think the only one Nick has actually been in. And hilariously, Nick is actually a very OP character. But people weren't sure what to think when they heard him. Because the deal with the voice acting with Nick and pretty much everybody in these games is just, they literally just pulled a Capcom employee down to voice act. And that was it. So there weren't any professional voice actors. So like all the very iconic objections, hold it's, take that's that are from Nick and Miles and Mia, and Payne and all the voice clips that you hear, Francisca, they're all they're all just done by Capcom employees. You can look it up, but that's exactly what it is. Because Katie and I were like, well, who is this original person? Nick has had 4 different voice actors. He's had the trilogy voice actor. He has his now official voice actor, who is Sam Riegel. Sam Riegel still officially voices him in every game. He had, except for Layton versus Wright, he had a different voice actor for Layton versus Wright, who a lot of people kind of crap on, but I think he did a pretty okay job. I didn't hate it.
It's okay.
Yeah. I mean, but it's just sort of like an average Joe voice, which is what Nick is. He's an average Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true.
I don't mind it so much. And then they have, what's his name? I don't even remember his name.
Eric Vale.
Eric Vale. It was Eric something. Eric Vale, who voiced him in the anime. And here is what pisses me off, is that they didn't get Sam Riegel to voice him for the anime. And Sam Riegel was voicing lines for Spirit of Justice at this time. When they were getting ready to, when they were in the recording booth, they went out and got another Phoenix when theirs was in the recording booth voicing lines for the next game. Not only that, because it wasn't, he wasn't available because he was voicing Spirit of Justice. No. Sam Riegel voices Furio Tigre. This guy that we just saw. He voices the imposter Phoenix. Because the dub thought that they were being cute and clever. And Eric Vale doesn't take the role very seriously, and he's not a terribly good Phoenix. I would say he's the worst of the bunch. Honestly. Katie and I are sub purists when it comes to the anime, because they did not get Sam Riegel, but we have listened to parts of the dub, and we're just like, oh. Edgeworth's voice actor is actually pretty decent. I don't mind him.
Oh, he's really good.
Yeah,
all things considered.
I would have rather they gotten him than Kyle Hebert, and it's not just for the fact that I don't really care for Kyle Hebert. It's Kyle Hebert does fine in spoken. Like during cutscenes in Game 5 and onward, but the objections and everything are god awful. They're terrible. I don't know what happened. I don't know who was directing him there. I don't know what. So I would have been okay with that, but in terms of the speaking role, Kyle Aber does fine. But in terms of the court exclamations, Kyle Aber does a really awful job. So I don't know what was going on there. I can only blame the direction, I guess, because he is a talented voice actor. But it's atrocious, and I know you agree with me on that factor too.
Yeah, I don't know, the objection is just off for some reason.
It's terrible. It sounds awful. You guys will hear it. But yeah, so it makes Katie and I pretty angry, and Aji sounds like he's dying just constantly. It's
He
this.
sounds like he's just a geriatric patient on life support.
He really does. He's like, oh, well, Mr. Wright, what do you think? And like, that's not really an exaggeration, is it, Katie?
No. I'd have to listen to it again, but I mean, yeah.
It's not that good. The Mia's okay. She's pretty solid. The Mia's a pretty solid Mia, but like, I mean, it's kind of like the Tiger and Bunny sub. It's like Yuri Lowenthal was killing it as Barnaby, but Kotetsu just was
The
not.
entire voice cast was killing it.
Yeah, Kotetsu wasn't nailing it. So on the dub, which sucks because the rest of the dub is fantastic, but when one of your two main characters isn't nailing the performance well.
I mean, no, I'm not knocking anyone who likes the dub of Tiger and Bunny, but oh my god, that is not Kotetsu's voice.
Yeah, it's dubbing has gotten way better over the years too. It's crawling up from the pit that it fell into, but there are still instances where the Japanese voices are just better, and sadly for the Ace Attorney anime, this is also the case because it could have brought a lot of smaller name voice actors to light. And Sam Riegel does a lot of directing, actually, more than he does voice work. He does a lot more directing than he does voice work. So this would have been a really good way to get Sam's name out there. And I'm just very fucking upset that, that they were like, oh, he can't be Phoenix, but haha, he can be the phony Phoenix. And like, you've listened to the bloopers and like, Eric's just kind of goofing off all over the place, but like Sam's only got a couple because he's just on point. He's like, no, okay, let's go, let's do it.
Yeah.
Like, if you listen to the bloopers, like some of them are really funny, and bless the fucking anime for bless this anime for having bloopers again, because I miss those. But like a lot of it is just Eric Vale fucking around, and like at one point he even takes a pot shot at like being a lawyer in the Ace Attorney universe is better than being a voice actor for anime, and it's like,
yeah,
well, dude, like I don't know, I don't know any of his other work, so I can only say that he is not. I do not prefer him as Phoenix Wright, and I don't like his Phoenix. I don't think he sounds good. I don't think he sounds convincing. I think a lot of the critiques of anime Nick are a byproduct of Eric's voice acting. Because the Japanese voice actor is on point, he's really good, and he's just, I just prefer him. And the fact that they didn't get Sam Riegel is a big L to me. But like the Edgeworth was really good, and the Mia was pretty solid, but like the Dahlia wasn't that good either, actually.
Yeah.
And that was, that's a big L too, especially when you've got such a scary villain as her. So, if they go on to do Apollo Justice and they don't get Orion Akawa, I'm going to be very upset. I know Orion's been through some stuff. I don't know if he's actually voice acting again or not, but either way. I mean, if he is, I hope that they get him. If they can decide to continue to tell the anime story, if they're not gonna just stick with the trilogy. But yeah, that's the hill I'll die on, is that Sam Riegel is the best Nick that we've had. That's pretty much unanimously agreed upon too, as far as English voice actors go. People really ended up liking him. They weren't sure about him, and now they love him, because he does sound awkward in the Marvel vs. Capcom. He sounds like he's not quite sure what to do with it, but then in Dual Destinies he starts nailing it. And he's really good. So but yeah, Eric Vale is my least favorite. I'm sorry, Eric. I think you fucked around too much with this, because it does require some degree of pathos. It's not just wacky anime court all the time.
Yeah.
You were saying something. I'm sorry.
I was just like back to game.
Yes, back to game. Yeah, I needed to catch my breath after screaming. Only to go into an old man. This is him, right? This is,
Yes.
Okay. Ka! Pathetic!
Oh, it's you.
A few threats from a little brat like that. And you look like a pigeon that's got seeds in its eyes!
Have you been here this whole time?
I was in that strawberry! I had some thinking to do.
Or like you had some cowering to do. Are you a regular at that restaurant, sir? It's just that you dislike it so much. Why would you keep going there? Sir?
There you are, you filthy pigeons! You want food? Ha ha! Take that!
I knew it. This old guy has got something to hide, but what could it be?
Do we have enough to break him?
No,
I didn't think so.
not yet.
Okay, so we were mainly just there to see Zin Eop.
Let's go see what Gummy's doing, if he's made any progress.
Yeah. Gumshoe, I met my phony.
Hey, you're just in time!
What is it, Detective Gumshoe?
The lab got back to me about the newspaper you gave me.
He must mean the sports paper with the memo scribbled on it. So, what did it say? Did the analysis turn up anything?
They said the doodle was written by the victim, Glenn Elk. No doubt about it.
I expected as much.
The victim took the paper with him to the restaurant on the day of the murder. That's our best interpretation of the facts at the moment. MC Bomber. I get the feeling I've heard that name somewhere before. Oh well, I guess it'll come back to me. Don't forget to report back to me with whatever you find in the restaurant, okay, pal?
Since when did I start taking orders from Gumshoe? Although... I get the feeling there's something I need to show him.
Yeah. Like this.
Oh, you got one of those aroma bottles too, huh?
Only this one doesn't smell.
Huh? I don't get you.
This was mixed in with all the other aromatherapy bottles, but it's not the same. It doesn't even look the same, wouldn't you agree?
A cologne bottle that doesn't smell, huh? It smells like a skunk to me, pal. Mind let me borrow that bottle for a while? I want to send it to the lab for analysis.
The victim was poisoned, so the contents of this bottle are pretty important.
Small bottle given to Detective Gumshoe.
I had a hunch there was something funny about that chef.
You suspect Gene Armstrong?
I've got that guy's number. I know what his secret is.
That must be the same secret Gumshoe was talking about before.
I guess I better fill you in on the details. About this Armstrong guy's secret, I mean.
Please. So, what's Mr. Armstrong's secret?
You ever had lunch at Trebian, pal?
Yes.
So, how was it?
To put it nicely, it was inedible.
Hey, don't worry about being nice around me, pal. You and I both know the reason that place is so empty is because of the food. I mean, the place is clean, and he's got a girl like Maggie as a waitress, so...
Yeah, I guess it's probably the food.
The real scoop on the guy is he's up to his ears in debt.
Really? How much does he owe?
This is a copy of his loan contract. He's about $500,000 in the red.
$500,000? Are we talking dollars?
Yeah. Hey, if it was sterling, he'd really be in trouble.
Sorry. The figure just took me by surprise.
Yeah, this case is full of surprises. And I'd be willing to bet that chef's got something to do with most of them. That's my hunch.
Gene loans contract. Gene's debt is $500,000. The owner of the loan is tender lender. Okay.
It's for $500,000, pal. That's, $500,000 bills.
What was the in there for? Is there really that much money tied up in this case?
I can't give you an answer on that, pal. Not without the case file in front of me. But I'll tell you this. That Armstrong guy would have done anything for cash. He was desperate, you know?
No, I don't. But I think I sort of get the picture. No matter what, wherever or whenever I come here, the mascot's there to greet me.
Yeah, we know it's the Blue Badger.
Got that right, that's the Blue Badger. It was my idea. I made it. And now it's the national symbol of the police force.
Jesus Christ, it's across the nation? Fuck.
It's spread.
We're fucked.
So, what's with the pink one? It's new, right? Yep. Meet the Pink Badger. So one's called Blue and the other's called Pink. But they're both called Badgers. You got it! They're married! So should I expect to see Baby Badger next time I'm here?
Nick, I think you're thinking about it too much. Anything else you want to talk to Gumshoe about, buddy?
Gumshoe, I gotta go.
Okay. We gonna go back to the restaurant?
I think now we have enough to break the psyche locks.
On
Maybe?
the old man? Or on...
Yeah. Well, I don't think we could... Yeah.
Oh, don't do that.
Sorry, I've been up since 5 this morning. And I got less than ideal amount of sleep, but I don't care. It was worth it.
I was gonna say, that was all on you.
It was worth it. It's time you told me the truth. Why are you a regular at a restaurant that you dislike so much?
Isn't it obvious? People only have one reason to go to restaurants. To eat.
To eat. Is that the whole truth?
What do you mean?
I don't think you go to that restaurant for the food at all.
You insolent brat! How dare you accuse me? What proof have you got?
I can tell that not you nor anyone else in the world would go to this place for its food. The proof is in the pudding. Or in this case, the lunch menu.
That's the twin tea set.
The food at Très Bien is terrible. And
And what? Sorry, you cut out there.
expensive.
You're wrong. It's cheap.
Huh?
I'm rich. I inherited money when I was a boy. Yes, I'm stinking rich. I haven't done a lot of work since I was born, other than feeding the pigeons.
What a load of crock.
Taste another story, but the price is nothing to me.
So, you're saying that you go there because you've got money to burn.
Exactly. I have so much cash I go for a swim in my money vault every day.
Okay, Scrooge.
Huh?
Huh?
What'd you say to me? You call me a Scrooge?
Unfortunately, that's a lie.
What?
You don't have money to burn. You're flat broke. You're not Scrooge McDuck at all.
DuckTales. Woo!
Woo! This is yours, right?
My magazine.
Why would a rich retiree be looking for a job?
I was... so what? I was looking for a job. I'm buying a lot at the moment. I need spending money.
Oh.
I don't go to that restaurant for food. I just go for the Javachino.
Yeah, I think you mean cappuccino. Anyway, how much does a cappuccino cost there?
$8.
Oh, there better be some golden beans.
It's cheaper than Starbucks.
What size are you talking about at Starbucks? You can get a venti for that price.
What's your problem? You think a poor man would be better off drinking dishwater, do you? Is that it?
No, I think you were better off going to Starbucks. I wasn't thinking that. I was wondering if the coffee is really that great.
No, it's not. But anyway, yes, that place has free newspapers to read every day.
Newspapers.
Exactly. They don't want me hanging around at home, so I go there.
I'm sorry, sir. But there's no free papers to read at Tribien.
Yeah, it's a sports paper, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Take a look at this.
What is it?
It's a newspaper I found behind the magazine rack in Tribien.
So, but what of it?
This was the only paper there. And it's dated more than a month ago.
But what?
Do you see what I'm getting at here? The restaurant doesn't get newspapers. This is just one that was a customer happened to leave behind.
Ah!
Tell me, why are you so determined to hide the truth?
I'm not hiding anything.
I'm going to have to put this guy out of his misery. Listen. The real reason why you go so much to Tribien is...
Maggie.
What are you asking me about that girl for?
She was the waitress at Tribien.
Ah!
Therefore, the answer to the mystery of why an old man would drink expensive coffee at a terrible restaurant is the waitress.
Ah! But I don't recognize that face.
And you're probably telling the truth there. Because you weren't looking at the girl's face. But her outfit. That's the truth, isn't it? You became a regular at the restaurant because of the waitress's outfit. The uniform is all that you can think about, isn't it?
I can't take it.
To you, the waitresses are your...
Enough, please! No more! Stop saying that word! Stop saying waitress! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Pervert. Sir?
Yes, it's true. I was there for the young girl. You're fine, so I'm a dirty, wicked, sinful old devil.
You said it, not me. I mean, I didn't mean it like that.
I even got one of those lousy cups of Javachino every time for $8. All because the servant girl punished me, locked me up.
I mean, I can get gumshoe out. I mean, really, that's not what I'm here for.
You'll be the same. Another 20 years and you'll understand what it's like. You'll know how painful it is to be an old man like me.
No, really. Listen, sir.
Stop calling me that! I have a name, you know, boy. So show some respect, I'm Victor Kudo.
Sorry, Mr. Kudo.
You young ones think you know it all, don't you? Well, I'm not saying another word. I won't tell you anything more.
This guy was in the restaurant at the time of the incident. Which means I have to hear his testimony one way or another. I don't believe this. Even broke his psyche locks and everything. I guess I'll just have to try and get him into a better mood.
Bye, Victor. Oh. I thought we were ready to talk to Jean.
Hey, Maya. Did you go talk to this old pervert?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's that old man. Is he still feeding the pigeons?
Yeah, he fed me as well. I got a bunch of those seeds in my eyes.
Oh, ouch.
Hey, Maya, would you mind coming with me for a while?
Huh? Me? Why?
There's something I really want to ask that old man.
Sure. Okay. I'll just get changed.
No, hang on. Can you go like that, you know, just a quick break?
I guess?
Sir?
You again?
Huh?
Well, well. I see.
Nick.
Hang on, Maya.
Nick.
I will buy you 12 burgers tonight from that joint you like. Just hang on.
Phoenix Wright. You are using me as like old man
All burgers.
pervert bait?
The supreme ones that
You
you really like that I
lose?
don't pay for.
You lose Sis's Magatama and now you use me for bait?
Yep.
I'm telling Pearly.
Look, he's probably going to show up at court tomorrow. We need him to talk.
I'm telling Pearly.
Okay.
She is going to beat the shit out of you.
Uh-huh.
Nick, his eyes are burning into me.
12 burgers, Maya. Tonight.
Nope, telling Pearl.
I'm still getting you those burgers. And it's okay. I think it's going pretty well.
Ha!
You're still just a little child. Run along and play on the slide, alright? Play on the slide?
Ugh! We were so close. Just a little more and he would have spilled.
Mia's Magatama went missing. You
was
used
stolen
me
from
as
me.
you used me as bait. And now I've had my lovely 19-year-old figure insulted. Nick.
Nick's just like looking up at the sky.
Nick! I am so telling Pearly. I'm gonna tell Mr. Edgeworth about all these underhanded things that you're doing during your investigations. You forget I have his phone number. Just you wait.
That cloud looks like a pigeon.
Just you wait, Phoenix Wright. I'm getting on my phone right now.
Pigeon.
How can we crack this guy?
Mr. Edgeworth, you would not believe the shit your friend has been up to.
And nope. Nope, it doesn't even get sent because remember?
Oh, I remember. She hit send. Trust me. Do not underestimate Maya Fey.
Excuse me, please, sir.
Just a faint echo of Maya. I'm still telling Pearl.
Quiet! Can't you see I'm feeding the pigeon?
Mia?
Well,
If you don't mind, sir. I'd really love to talk with you.
Yes. Of course, certainly. I'm Victor Kudo.
Even from beyond the grave. Wow! How about the incident?
You mean the man who died after drinking the Javachino?
It's like he's a different person.
It was quite a shock, even for me. He was a strange-looking boy. The girl took the Javachino over to him, you see?
And? Was the customer alone?
Definitely. He was the only person at the table. Then he took one sip of his Javachino
And?
And he said something like, "Blah!" And then collapsed. Dead.
Oh, how terrifying.
Oh, you're so good at listening, aren't you? I'll tell you anything, whatever you want to know.
He certainly seems to be telling the truth now. But it looks like Mr. Kudo didn't see the other man either. Do you like the food at Trebian?
Well, of course. I'm really quite a sophisticated man. I was a young
Liar.
businessman once, you know. I set up a casino in London.
Really? How interesting.
Eating the food at that restaurant really takes me back to my days in France.
What a lovely story. London's in England, not France. Phoenix, shut up.
Somewhere Herschel's like, I sense a disturbance in the force.
Oh yes, France is wonderful. I'd love to show you around the city sometime. It's too much. I can't take it. I want France.
I can't believe Mia's laughing at this guy. Oh. You visit Trebian a lot, don't you?
Of course. I mean, yes. I'd like to come and see you there.
Really? Oh, you flatter me so. The owner would be delighted to welcome you, I'm sure.
Be careful of that chef, my dear.
The chef? You mean Mr. Armstrong?
That's right. That man's an ex-con.
He's an ex-con?
And yes, Victor's voice is supposed to run the gamut of, like, octaves. Because he feeds pigeons, so I figure his voice gets higher pitched as he gets more and more wound up.
Whatever did Mr. Armstrong do?
Oh, no. Those eyes. I can't take this.
Mia's really got this guy eating out of her hand.
He steals things from his customers.
From his customers. I knew it.
Gloves, handkerchiefs, little things mainly. He's a pilferer, so you be careful around him, my dear.
Are you sure about this?
Of course. He was arrested for it once. I was there when it happened, having my Javachino.
He really is a regular.
Let me write you a little haiku about it.
Haiku?
A Japanese poem. It'll explain all you need to know about that chef.
I know what a haiku is.
Victor's note. Convicted before, a wicked man or woman. Repeat offender.
If he takes anything again, you let me know. If it's not too expensive, I'll buy you a replacement.
Poor guy. He couldn't do enough for Mia. Okay, Phoenix. That's about as much as I can do to help. Except... Here. Let me write down something for you. Thanks, Mia. Yeah, thanks. I mean, we got some really important information thanks to you. Honestly, I can't believe Maya called me for something like this. see, what did she write?
Oh, I hate you. What are you laughing at? I had to channel my sister.
Here, your sister wrote something for you.
Sis, she wrote me something?
Says, I love you and cut Phoenix some slack, okay?
Bullshit! Let me see that note. Bullshit.
And indeed, it does.
What?
Here you go.
What? What? What?
Oh. I miss the chief.
I'm still telling Mr. Edgeworth. You're a jerk.
Look, we needed to get him to talk.
Using me as pervert bait was not part of the deal, Nick. I'm your assistant. Also,
Yeah, and you had to assist me.
No, and I'm also too old to be acting like jailbait.
So is your sister.
Yeah, well, Mia's got the whole grown-up sex appeal thing going on.
I wasn't using you as jailbait.
You were using me as sex appeal.
I was using you because I thought he just liked the outfit on girls.
No, I'm not good enough. I'm a kid. I have to go play on the slide.
Take that up with him, not me.
I'm gonna write her a note telling her that you lost the Magatama.
Fine, go ahead, write our note.
Then I'll channel her.
I'm pretty sure it was stolen anyway.
What?
Yeah, remember when Creep owner got up on me?
Yeah?
Yeah, well, he's a thief.
Oh. Oh, that's why he's... Oh, I thought he was just... Oh.
Yeah.
Well, at least you don't have to file sexual harassment charges against him.
No, I'll just break his hand next time.
Nick?
I encourage you to break his hand too if he touches you.
Nick, that was surprisingly violent.
Hand breaking.
Well, I guess it's about time to wrap up today's investigation.
Had enough of being a waitress?
Yeah. Plus, no one came to the restaurant. Ooh la la, Mademoiselle Maya. No, how can you leave me like this?
Yeah.
How much did he hear?
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that reminds me, he had some psyche locks too. Mr. Armstrong had Psyche Locker 3, didn't he? I'm going to have to break those. Mr. Armstrong. I hope you won't mind, but I'd like another word with you.
Volunteers, of course. Okay. Talk.
Save. Oh yeah.
Talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
When Maggie took the coffee over to the victim, did anything happen?
Monsieur, I cannot.
Maggie wouldn't have just put poison into a coffee of some guy she didn't even know. If she's really guilty, there must have been something between her and the victim.
None. It was nothing, I am sure.
Somehow, I've gotta get this guy to spill the beans on everything he knows.
Okay, we're gonna do it again. And now we have to show him new profiles and new evidence.
Yep. Shove it all in his face.
Okay, so
Shove the Magatama in his face.
No, because that'll activate the
Oh, yeah,
psyche
that's right.
locks.
Shove the lunch in his face. And the job listings.
Yeah, let's try the job listings again.
Well, that's what got Maya the job, so.
Yeah, but so we don't know if he has other commentary. Yeah. Ooh la la! You are looking for a job also?
No!
Oh, oui. Your looks are un peu usual, shall we say? But I love your style.
I look unusual.
It will suit you perfectly, la uniform of la waitress.
I just knew it.
Oh la la! So you have eaten my lunch, oui? Tell me, monsieur, did you enjoy la lunch I prepared for you?
It was a unique and wild mixture of flavors.
That was the first time I ever had lobster, you know? Lobster? There was no lobster in my lunch. Huh? But it said lobster right on the menu. Mademoiselle Maya, please, you must read that menu more carefully. It says, a dish inspired by lobster and abalone fricassee with a balsamic vinaigrette. Oh, it's only inspired, is it?
I knew that was crayfish.
Oui, inspired by these ingredients, but not perhaps made from them. N'est-ce pas? Well, I guess that's the way the cookie crumbles, Nick.
The way that the lunch tasted, it's probably 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration. Ugh. About this.
Felicitations! Okay, we already know this.
Yeah.
And we talked with him about this, because he doesn't have the newspapers. Pardon. Without my reading glasses, I cannot see this. I do not read English well. He's not even looking at it.
We better find a way to make him look then.
Okay, same thing. We showed everybody's profile here, right? Except for Kudo. Did
Glenn
we
and
show Glenn?
No.
No, 'cause
Glenn
we didn't
and
have him
Kudo.
before. Did we show him his own?
I mean, we show it to him again just to see if anything
Yeah.
new happens.
Yeah, okay, yep. In La Gay Paris, yep. Ah, La Dead Man. He was the first in my restaurant. No way. You mean the first customer you ever had? No. It was the first time I've had a dead man in my restaurant. Such a shame to lose a customer after only his first meal here. Ah, this old man. He is a regular here. My specialty of cappuccino and cold water is one of his favorites.
Was he here at the time of the incident?
Oui, he was here. I am sure of it. When the incident happened, the old man was here. Huh? Okay, now we've given him everything.
Now to
we-
save.
Because we've given the small bottle to Gumshoe.
Yep. I am in agony.
Oh yeah, now we need to answer every question incorrectly.
Yep. Look at this, you son of a bitch.
What is happening? I do not like this horrible beanie.
I have to know the truth. What happened that day?
Allures. I will confess everything. Just don't hurt me.
Huh? Well, that's a new world record.
It was a lottery ticket.
A lottery ticket?
The man who died here had the lottery ticket. For $500,000. I'm absolutely going to Shiadani. I'm sorry, I speak Spanish.
500,000?
Oui, but after the incident, this ticket... It disappeared.
The ticket disappeared?
This was the motive that the prosecution gave for Maggie. They said that she poisoned the man to get the $500,000 lottery ticket.
Why didn't you tell me that sooner?
My lord.
You've been trying to hide this information about the lottery ticket from me. And I want to know the reason why.
No, monsieur, you doubt me, but I have confessed to you everything I know.
Mr. Armstrong. The $500,000 lottery ticket. I think I know who took it. I think the winning ticket was stolen by this person.
Maya. No, Mia.
Mia. Shit. Well, how about it?
Kava?
Excuse me?
It means, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Bien, I am happy to hear it.
Huh? It doesn't sound like I'm doing so fine with this psyche locks, though.
Poor Maggie. She was tempted by la evil nun.
No, if it really was Maggie, then you'd have no reason to hide that fact from me. Mr. Armstrong.
Okay. So it was stolen by, him.
French fuck.
Yeah, we're accusing him.
The fake French fuck. Mr. Armstrong. I believe there's a very high probability that it was you.
Ah!
Wow, that was one piercing scream, even for a man like him.
Mais pourquoi moi? Why, you have no evidence. I am not Mask the Mask. I am not the kind of person who steals the property of others.
Sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Armstrong, but I have evidence to the contrary. I present to you proof that you have stolen from others in the past.
This lunch special. Oui, perhaps duck would be nice. A terrine, maybe?
Sorry?
I was just thinking about my lunch menu. A terrine de canard. What do you think?
That sounds lovely.
Alors, au revoir, monsieur. I must go to buy the ingredients.
I guess my evidence is a bit of a lame duck.
Okay, yep. Okay, now we can answer it correctly. It's Kudo's note, right?
Yes.
Because he was there.
Yep.
What is this? A poem? Oh, monsieur, you know me so well. I adore poems.
Please, read it. And put some feeling into it.
Convicted before, a wicked man or woman, repeat offender.
I'm sorry to have to bring this up, Mr. Armstrong. But you have been arrested for stealing from your customers before, haven't you?
Mon Dieu! Le mensonge! You are the liar.
You deny it.
Do not make la false accusations, s'il vous plaît. So, do you have any proof? I want to see la incontestable proof that I have ever stolen from one of my customers. How about this fucked up scooter?
Yeah, you stole this scooter.
Imbecile, imbecile. You are an imbecile.
What are you singing?
Just one of my favorite chansons. It is called Imbecile. It is French. Come, monsieur, sing together with me.
No.
Okay.
Armstrong's definitely stolen from customers before. I just need to find the right evidence to prove it.
Okay. So now we present the Magatama.
Alright, you cheeky bastard. It seems old habits die hard, Mr. Armstrong.
Ooh, what is that?
This is my Magatama. And I found it in your kitchen.
No!
Wow, that scream just about broke some windows.
Oui, oui. I have a weakness for la trinkets and la figurines. My hand, it just slips out. I cannot stop it.
You've stolen handkerchiefs, gloves, and other things from your customers, right?
Oui, it is the truth. I am just a timid little girl inside, monsieur. A timid little girl. Besides, this time it was not la small trinket, oui. It was $500,000. Nice non. Why would I steal it? I have no need for such money.
Really now.
Oh, monsieur, what is it?
Isn't it true that you're in some pretty serious trouble? And that you're in desperate need of a large amount of cash?
Job listings.
I hate doing this.
Because I need the achievement.
Well, Mr. Armstrong.
Mais, monsieur, it is not I who is in trouble. It is you, non?
Huh?
Une petite question.
What?
It means a little question. Together now with me. Une petite question.
On put it question.
Bravo, monsieur! Oh, you are a dream. Excellent.
We're definitely not on the same page here, let alone book.
Your eyes, they are gorgeous. Two different colors.
I would say thank you, but
Oh, I could gaze into them all day, monsieur.
I'm gonna close my eyes now and pretend this is a bad dream.
This is what you get for using me as bait.
Shut up, Maya.
Mr. Armstrong, what's Nick's best feature?
Maya, I swear to God.
Oh, you don't like the French accent? Would you rather hear it in a more kind of faux British accent, saying your last name is Wright?
Bane, is that you?
What?
You took on like a little bit of a Bane influx there. Bane? Bane, is that you?
You thought you were...
I have never claimed to accept the darkness, Bane. Leave me
You
alone.
thought you could harness the law, but I was born in it, forged by it. I'm from the shittiest Batman movie after the George Clooney one.
Hey.
Said after the George Clooney one. Or, sorry, before the George Clooney one. Sorry. George Clooney one is worse.
Hey!
The George Clooney one is worse!
I don't care.
Uma Thurman in a cat fight somehow manages to be boring.
We'll fight about this later.
Bat nipples and bat asses. It's not Clooney's fault. It's all Joel Schumacher's fault. It's not George Clooney's fault.
Fight about this later.
You thought you could harness the gay, but I was born in it, raised by it.
Don't pull that shit with me.
Besides, this time it was not la small trinket. Oh, blah, 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 blah. On baguette.
Okay.
This restaurant is deep in the red, isn't it?
Ah!
You have a loan. To the tune of $500,000. That lottery ticket would have wiped out your debts.
Mm.
Well, Mr. Armstrong, what do you have to say for yourself now?
Ah! Nick, are my ears bleeding?
Not yet. Not yet, at least.
Really?
Yeah, I think... I feel the same. Mr. Armstrong. You said that the victim had a winning lottery ticket of $500,000. How did you know that he had something like that in the first place?
The man, he was listening to the radio with his earpiece.
Maggie said something about that too.
The winning number was announced on the news, I think. All of a sudden, he exploded. Yes, $500,000, he shouted.
And the ticket?
Oui, he had all of his tickets spread out on the table. I was so desperately in need of money, so I...
Put the poison in his coffee.
No! Oh, no, you naughty man. I simply helped myself to one of his tickets. What? The victim collapsed and Maggie passed out. I thought to myself, pourquoi pas? He had so many of them.
Yeah, but only one of them was the winning ticket, right?
How could you do that, Mr. Armstrong? Maggie was arrested because of you. None. This is not true. I did not take it. A ticket for $500,000, I mean. But you just told us you did. You said you took a ticket. Ma filet, it was not... Who is that?
That would be
Me.
Kudo.
Yeah.
Kudo.
I was gonna say, I think that's me.
Yes.
Oh man. I thought it was him, but let me get back in the mindset of my Godot. It's gonna sound different, but that's enough. Huh? Ah! Mr. Godot!
What in the heck are you doing here?
Ugh. This is without a doubt the worst coffee I've ever tasted, Mr. Armstrong.
He came here for the coffee? Does his craving for coffee know no bounds?
Perhaps Mr. Armstrong stole one of the victim's tickets on the day in question. I am the airhead, non? Just a pretty little girl who everyone is laughing at. But in that case, Maggie shouldn't be the only one under suspicion. He had the wrong ticket.
What?
Mr. Armstrong made off with the winning ticket's pretty neighbor. So, the ticket he took was worthless? Not quite. He did win something. $1. You see, I am just a pretty face. Without my looks, I am nothing.
So, what happened to the winning ticket then? The one he meant to steal?
Indeed. What did happen to it? I don't like spoiling myself by watching trailers, so... we'll just wait and see how the movie turns out tomorrow, won't we? Voila! You two! Time to laugh at the pretty little errand!
Looks like we won't be needing this note anymore.
Victor's note thrown into the trash. After all Sis did for you, after all I did for you for that, in the trash it goes.
We still needed it to get him to talk. We got him to talk. Looks like we've got a new mystery now. Namely, where did the winning ticket go?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Well, anyway. Can't let Maggie suffer any longer than this. Certainly not again.
Always save. Okay. So, this is a bit of a shorter episode, but we just needed to finish the investigation, and it still took over an hour, so...
Yeah, it took about...
An hour 15 since we started. Hour 15
Yeah.
45 it's at about, so...
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to, like, reharness my Kudo. I think I did okay.
It was breaking, but yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's been, like, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Ish.
Ish.
I just gotta sit there and practice it. Our third voice actor is practicing their first role. They told me in the car on the way to work.
Aww.
Like near on a daily basis.
Aww.
Yeah, I'm excited. They don't need to practice Apollo because their Apollo's already really good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this was a relatively short episode, but that's going to do it for this session. And we'll get to court on Friday. I will be in pain and miserable, but I will be here. So, and I'm excited because it's court.
Mm.
I love court.
Your favorite.
I love court. All except for, well, investigations, obviously, because there isn't really court in investigations. And so of the court-based games, actually, I do prefer the investigations on Daigakuten because the mechanic there is so much fucking fun. And I'm not the only person who thinks that. It's not just a character bias for that one. It is a mechanic bias. It's stupid fun. I enjoy the court mechanic too, though, which you hated. The new mechanic for the court.
I don't...
No, you didn't hate it. You were just
No.
were just highly uncomfortable all the time.
Yeah.
You were like, no. You were like, send me back.
Send me back to the future, please.
Proud of you.
Yay.
Clap, 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 clap. Feel clap. But yeah, that'll do it. We will be back next time. So for those of you on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. And I mean, for everybody, thank you so much for watching. But for those of you on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. You can either roll on ahead to the next one or wait until the next episode comes out. Depends on when you're watching it. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you later. This has been Danny.
And Katie.
Signing out. Have a good one, guys.